Today's class is with the thera band, and we're going to start standing. It's visible on the recording. We take our band in both hands and just loosely grab it. Both feet are hip distance apart. Stretch your spine, relax your shoulders, and take a deep inhale from your nose. Expand, relax. Again, deep breath in from the nose. And deep exhale from the mouth. One more time, deep breath in. And exhale. Next time when we breathe in, we are stretching the band to both sides. So the palms face back, and you're like building wrists, and exhale to release. Completely relax the arms and the shoulders. Pull the belly slightly in and inhale in the sides of the ribs, and we pull the band apart. And exhale, release. Show you a little bit closer. So the wrists are straight, and we stretch straight to the side. Inhale to the side, the belly is flat. Exhale to release completely and relax the shoulders. 3 more times. Inhale and deep long exhale. We're going slowly outwards and slowly resisting the band, resisting until we completely let go. And one last time, when we're holding it, belly is in, we breathe in the ribs, in the upper body. And we hold the breath, we hold it as long as it's comfortable. And when you feel like, you exhale completely, relax the arms and roll down the spine. Chin to the chest, you can soften your knees. Go all the way down. Take a deep inhale at the lowest point and exhale to roll one vertebra at a time all the way up. And we do another inhalation, stretching the spine, stretching the band and the spine, of course. Exhale, relax the arms and roll down. Inhale at the lowest point. Exhale, push the feet into the ground and imagine you're stretching the spine apart as you go up. Open the shoulders, stretch your band, and continue in your own pace. Every time articulating the spine one bone at a time. The feet show straight forward. So Andres, you can bring them exactly forward. Exactly. Let's do one more. Inhale to stretch the band. Exhale, relax the shoulders, the arms, round the neck, the thoracic spine, the lower back. Inhale and exhale, roll all the way up. Grow as tall as you can in your spine. We stretch the band, we hold the tension, send the shoulders down, and we lift both heels up. And both heels down. Lift the heels and lower the heels. We go a little bit faster. Up and down. Up, down. Up, down. Hold the tension in the band. Stretch that band. And we go for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower just halfway down. The heels are over the floor. Release the tension in your arms. We are holding the heels up and we roll down like this. It's going to be a little bit more wobbly, but we make sure that we stay in our center axis Inhale and exhale, roll all the way up. Connect your ribs. We're still with the heels up. We lift our arms up and overhead, but you don't have to go behind the head. Maybe next to your ears or just in front of the ears, depending on your shoulder flexibility. And here we stretch the band 3 times. Inhale, release. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, let go of the tension. And last one, stretch the band. Hold it like this. Hold the tension, shoulders are down. And we lift just for a moment. You bend one foot. So you lift the toes off the ground of one foot. It doesn't matter which one. Lower the toes down and switch. So you can imagine like the penguins, how they walk. Something similar we're doing. And you try to not shift side to side. Send your shoulders down and around as if you're wrapping your ribs with the shoulders. And just one more time on each side. Keep holding the tension and lower the heels down. And now pull the ribs in. And we send 3 times the arms back, 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 and then go all the way down first, then let go of the tension in the band and roll your spine one last time down, 1 vertebra at a time. Stay at your lowest point and really let your head and your arms be heavy. If you need to bend your knees, take a deep inhale and exhale, roll all the way up. Okay. We grab a little bit further the end and we will step with one foot. You can choose whichever foot you like in the band and grab a little bit lower so you have tension on the band. We're stepping with one foot inside the band. There is tension. See that you're not sending the ribs too much forward. Ribs in, shoulders open. Here we open, so we bend the leg reaches with the band. And as we exhale, we push inside the band and step down. Inhale, bend. Exhale, push down. If you want to, grab a little bit lower so you have even more resistance. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, push inside the band to find length in your leg. You're just stepping at the same spot. And try to not shift your weight side to side, but stay really in your center. Good. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, push down. Now keep the leg straight. Very important, we're lifting the leg, but make sure that you're not tilting the pelvis anywhere. So keep it super stable and slowly start lifting the leg and see how far you can go with straight leg. Maybe just over the floor, maybe a little bit higher, maybe all the way parallel to the floor, and then go back down. Step for a moment and repeat. We do this 3 more times. With straight leg and neutral spine, be very aware of your spine. Imagine you have 2 weights on your sitting bones. Lifting the leg straight up and pushing against the band. One last time and we lift and we hold it. Lift and hold. And here, bend your arms and try to lift the leg a little bit higher and a little bit lower. A little bit higher, a little bit lower. If you want to bend the lower leg a little bit, it's going to take the tension out. Last one. Here you bend the knee and push forward. Bend the knee, keep the neutral spine, neutral pelvis, and push forward. No worries if you lose the balance. Just focus on one point in your room that's not moving. To help with the balance, one last time. And bend the leg first. Exhale, push down. One last time. We stay still here. Just lifting both shoulders up and both shoulders down. Inhale, stretch the band apart your shoulders, and exhale, slowly let the band pull them down. 2 more times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Last one. Inhale, lift. And exhale, down. Okay. Take the foot out of the band and shake both legs. We're rolling the shoulders to the back 2-3 times and lower the head side to side. Just a few times to release any tension there. And we are ready for the other leg. So place the foot inside your band and find the resistance which feels good to you. There should be some resistance against which you push down. So doesn't have to be too much, but not very loose band. Stretch your spine, ribs in, belly in, smile on the face, balance, and we bend that leg. And as we exhale, we step down. Inhale to bend, exhale to step. If you have the feeling that you are swaying too much side to side, you can go a little bit slower and really put your attention again into your neutral spine position, especially in the lower back, no tilt in the pelvis. Again, I hope this image helps you to have the weight on the sitting bones to keep the pelvis really neutral. More times. And next time we keep the leg straight and slowly start lifting it forward as far as you can go with straight leg and neutral spine. If you feel tight in the lower back and you go too high, maybe you see, I'll show you, it looks when you do it wrong. So see the whole spine, the whole pelvis move, versus you keep it completely still. So this is our goal, but it looks good to me, what you're doing. Just go to your personal, the end of motion. And next time we stay straight. And here we bend and stretch. Bend and stretch forward. Imagine that the weight on the side that is lifted is a little bit heavier on your pelvis. So you don't lift it up to the rib cage, but really lower it down. We have both waistlines long. Good. And the last variation, we're keeping the legs straight. Even out your pelvis. And you can bend the arms a little bit more and try to lift a little bit higher the leg and a little bit lower. Small pulsing movement. Our goal is to stay as stable as we can in the whole body with the pelvis square. Good. Good job, everybody. Last one. And bend the leg first. Then push down all the way until both feet are parallel to each other. We still have the tension. This time, instead of lifting the shoulders, we are bending the arms like in a bicep press. So you bend the elbows and release. Inhale. Exhale. So you can really use the exhalation and the arms stay parallel. Two more. And last one, we hold it, we hold it, we hold it. And slowly, slow motion, we release, super slowly. Slowly, slowly, oh, there is so much resistance. Slowly, 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 slowly. And completely let go. Take your foot out of the band. You can put the band on the ground for the moment. And we just move a little bit the fingers. No specific pattern, just relax the fingers. You can shake them, open and squeeze, or do like waves in your hands. And shake both hands. Let's take a deep breath in and lift the arms and stretch the whole spine. And exhale, lower down. One more time. Inhale, lift and stretch. And exhale, relax the arms and we roll down the spine. Bend your legs and sit down on the mat. We take the band, so you can cross your legs. You can take the band behind the back. So it's over your shoulders and make sure it's not twisted because maybe it's gonna hurt. And we grab very close to the armpits and then stretch a little bit. So there is already some resistance and we have the arms with the elbows underneath the shoulders. From here, you inhale. As you exhale, stretch the arms forward. Open slightly. Bring it back in and bend. So there should be resistance all the time, but if it's too much, release it a little bit. Exhale, stretch the arms forward with the palms facing up. Open both arms. Only so far that you don't lose the band. Again, forward with the arms and bend. We're adding one more move. Here, when we're with bent arms, we open both arms to the sides. So you send your elbows forward and the hands back. You feel really the shoulders here. Again, forward, stretch, open, all the time pushing slightly with the back against the band, forward, bend, keeping the elbows close to the ribs and open. So everybody, the hands a little bit lower here, so it's in the same level as the elbows. Good. Forward, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And 2 more times the whole cycle. Exhale. Open. Our neck is nice and aligned. Forward. bend, the spine is long, grow tall, connect the ribs with the pelvis. Imagine there are two bands wrapping the ribs towards the pelvis. Those are your oblique muscles. Hold you here and forward, bend, last one, open. We hold it here and try to send your elbows more forward and the hands back, and we'll do small pulses. Back, 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 back. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach as far back as you can with the elbows forward, and we stretch with that activation the arms apart, 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 apart completely. And then the same way, come back in, forward, and release. Whew. I don't know how much tension you put, but I really felt it. You can shake your hands, and we roll the shoulders to the back and to the front, and again to the back and to the front and to the back and to the front. Switch your legs so the other leg is on top. And just mobilize a little bit the spine. You circle your ribs around the pelvis. And you can let your shoulders move and the head, whatever feels good. If you want to close your eyes, sometimes we are more aware of what the body needs when we close the eyes. Just free flow, no rules here. If you feel a spot which needs to stretch a little bit more, stay there and intensify and breathe. Or keep moving. You can reverse the direction. Other way around. Again, search for a spot which needs to be stretched. And you can pause there and breathe. Or do mini movements exactly in that area. For example, I feel my right shoulder a little bit tight. So I find a place where I can stretch it a little bit and I go forward and back, but you can just play around and then find your center again. Okay, we will go on the back. So roll yourself down, center yourself so that the spine is long. I'll just change a little bit the angle of the recording. Should be good. And then take the band over your pelvis, over the two pelvic bones, and grab both ends with your hands. And you can make fists and that the palms of the hands face towards the body. Align your neck, the feet are hip distance apart. Inhale as you exhale, tilt your pelvis and lift into a bridge, pushing against the resistance of the band. The arms hold close to the floor, so push on the floor with your hands, and as you exhale, slowly roll back down. So here's the moment to adjust your band if you need more or less resistance. I think I have to release a little bit because my band feels like it's going to break, but always feel what's appropriate for you right now. Exhale to roll up. Inhale to hold. Exhale, relax the chest and roll down. And remember all the small details. The legs stay parallel to each other. You can imagine two magnets between the legs. Here we really activate the glutes and the backs of the hips. The chest is relaxed, and we have Birgit joined us, very nice. We're using the Thera band, if you have it. Sorry, I didn't write any email, but we are with the thera band. So you have the band across the pelvis, on the pelvic bones. Both ends of the band with the hands. The hands stay on the floor as you roll into your bridge. And then roll down. Birgit, you can continue going up and down, and the other ones of us are going to stay up. Just let the resistance pull your arms a little bit higher, and exhale, push the arms down. Inhale, release the tension. Exhale, push down. So we stay stable with the body and move just the arms. One last time, push down and roll your spine down. We're changing the legs, so bring the heels together. The feet are in a Pilates V, so we'll be in the outer rotation of the legs. Both knees go to both ends of the mat, and we roll up again. And here we do the same with the arms. Release the tension and push down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Push all the way down, and now do very small movements. We lower the pelvis slightly down and lift up. Lower a little bit down and lift up. And we push down with the hands on the floor all the time. The shoulders are away from the ears, so you can reach with the arms towards your feet. And repeat 4 more times. And 2. And 1. And then roll your spine all the way down. And release. You can let go of the band, hug your knees to your chest. And go a little bit side to side. Or in a circle in your pelvis. Okay. Lower your feet down. And make sure the feet are parallel to each other. We're going to work on one leg. So if you have any instability of the pelvis, but I think everybody's alright. Especially if you have problem with the pubic symphysis, like where the pelvic bones connect in front. Does anybody have problems? No. Okay. Then it's no problem. So we lift the right foot. Let's start with the right foot. And we place the band around the right foot. You can lower the elbows down. So the elbows are going to stay all the time on the floor. And you can play again with the resistance, how much resistance you need. We start with 5 stretches of the leg. Exhale, you push up and bend. You don't have to stretch completely if you're shortened on the back side, but reach straight up over the hip. Again, keeping the neutral spine position. This was our last one. Now we keep the legs straight or almost straight. Elbows are down. You can release a little bit of the tension in the band. And we tilt the pelvis and we lift straight up into our bridge again, but now with one leg. And roll back down. Maybe you noticed that your pelvis was wiggling and first one side of the pelvis came down and then the other. Now next time we try to land at the same time both sides of the pelvis so it stays parallel to the floor. No worries, the body is going to figure it out. Take your time and do a few more, going slowly up and slowly down, at the same time articulating the spine, Going one bone at a time. And check your standing leg. Is the knee opening to the side? We keep it straight up. Very good job, everybody. Okay, just one more time and we stay up with our leg and we do small pulses in the air. So you push against the band and lower just a little bit and push up and up for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. 3 times. Lift the heels of the standing foot. 1 and 2. Let's go. And 3. Hold the heel lifted. And now pull the leg towards you. 1, 2, 3. Pull it towards you. Roll the spine down. Lower the heel. Bend the leg. And release. Good. Shake or swing both legs side to side. The feet can be a little bit open, so you release tension in the hips. Okay, then we stretch both legs and shake them. Let's bring the arms overhead. Inhale. As you exhale, you circle the arms over the floor towards the feet and lift head, neck, and chest up. And bringing the arms up towards the ceiling to roll down. So we do 2 perfect circles with the arms. Exhale, going into a chest lift and circling the arms over the floor and reaching towards the feet. And then rolling down. So it's just the beginning of a teaser, and what we do is only to activate the upper abdominal muscles. One last time. Roll down and circle the arms and roll. And just roll your upper body and bend the legs. Ready for the other side. You can lift the head for a moment to see that your pelvis is centered. So standing foot is going to stay exactly at the same spot, so don't center. And we're taking the other foot inside the band. Well, the question is, which foot was it? And we have the elbows on the ground. Shoulders, neck aligned. Exhale, you push into the band. And inhale, bend. This is just the preparation for our leg muscles. These whole variations are especially dedicated for Andres, but I think all of us, we can improve our mobility and control of the legs and the hips. Okay, we keep the legs straight, or as straight as you can hold it. Awareness on the pelvis. Don't move the standing foot. It stays exactly at the same spot. Exhale. We roll up into our bridge. Again, the chest is not going too high. Inhale. Exhale. Roll 1 vertebra at a time down. And again. So we're going in our bridge, one leg all the time, pushing against the band. And we stabilize the pelvis in all directions. Here what could happen easily is that the left side of the pelvis can turn sideways towards the ribs, but we are keeping the length there. Sending both sitting bones first straight forward and then up to the ceiling to roll up. Yes. Good. And one more time, we're going up into our bridge. And here we push higher with that leg and lower the whole pelvis just a little bit and higher. and higher. We stay up in the bridge and push up, 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 and we hold it here and we lift the heel up and heel down, heel up, heel down. One more time, heel up, hold it here and pull the leg towards you, and release, leg towards you and release. One more time, and then pull the leg as close as you can. Send the sitting bones away from you, away from the ribs, and roll your spine down one vertebra at a time. Then lower the heel, then bend the leg and release. Relax your hands and you can move side to side. Good. I hope your hands are still okay to hold the band. Let's do some stretching here again. Move your fingers in any directions. You can interlace your fingers and just move the hands around. Okay, then we're taking both feet inside the band. And you need to have some resistance to help yourself. It's going to assist you. So prepare, inhale. As you exhale, lift head, neck and chest up into your chest lift position. And from here we push, so the legs are bent at the beginning. As you exhale, you push the legs to straighten them, and at the same time you roll up. So maybe you don't stretch them completely, maybe you keep them slightly bent. If you can't stretch them completely, to go into a teaser position. Here, send your shoulders down and lift the arms up and lower down. One more time, lift the arms slightly up and lower down. Then bend the legs, tilt the pelvis and roll all the way down, coming back into your starting position with the head down, and you can completely bend the legs. Inhale, exhale. Simultaneously, we roll the upper spine up, pushing into the band, breathing out until we go exactly behind the sitting bones. Stretch from here the spine, so elongate it. And we're lifting the arms up and down and up and down, bending the legs slightly, tilting the pelvis, trying to stay centered as you go all the way down and lower the head. And we do it 3 more times. You can repeat in your own pace. We try to not use too much the shoulders, but take your time and balance. Good. Everybody is doing a good job to stretch the spine at the end, which is the important thing, because we have already released a lot the pelvis, so we can work with a nice long spine. And even if you do super small moves, it's already super efficient. Good. And we're doing one last repetition, finishing in the end position into our teaser. And here we bend the knees, so you can grab a little bit closer to the feet for more resistance. Bend the knees and stretch. Bend the knees and stretch. Again, watch out that your spine is long. One last time, bend the knees and stretch. And then with control, lower the feet down, release the band. Take your hands on your knees and lift the chest. And relax. Good. We'll turn around. don't necessarily have to turn around, but we will go down on the belly later. We take the band around one of the feet. Here again you can choose, doesn't matter which one. So I put it really in the middle of the foot. It's not on the joint and not too high up on the toe, so we don't lose the band. Find some resistance already, and we with both hands to bring the band behind the back. Push with that foot into the ground, ribs in, neutral spine, elbows are slightly open, so I'll show you from this angle. Here we really don't lose the stability. Okay. Push with the foot into the ground, and as you exhale, stretch the arms up. Inhale, bend. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, bend. Yes. Good up. Nice, very good. Nice, everybody. Ribs in all the time. One more time. Now bend just halfway. And here we let the foot go up, so we have resistance with which to work. As we exhale, we lower the foot down. And inhale, release. So now the arms stay stable. Shoulders are down. And you can imagine that your shoulders wrap around the front of your ribs. So they're really far away from each other. And now tilt your pelvis as much as you can. So zip up, pubic bone to belly button. And we walk with the hands down on the band and lift the chest. So very important, we're not bending from the lower back, not arching in the lower back long from the thoracic spine. We're arching slightly back and lift in the neutral. So find position where you have enough resistance that you can stretch and come up. If you have any lower back pain, release the resistance a little bit of the band. You can even do it without the band. But I like this feeling of when you go up, you pull and you have to really stretch the spine. Last one. And you can go over to one side, release the band, lower it down, and here we're just sitting on the heels, rolling the shoulders to the back, to the front, to the back, to the front, to the back, to the front, and again lowering the head to one side and to the other, then front and back. One side, the other, front and back. Last time, one side, the other, front and back. Do whatever you need to do to relax everything. We're working all the muscles in their full length. We get the band and place it around the other foot. The ends are more or less equal length. Again, in the middle of your foot, at the back of your foot. And find a way to go behind the back. I think I crossed my... Okay. Wrap your shoulders around the rib cage. Again, find your neutral pelvis, ribs in, long neck. And we're ready. Stabilize everything. Push down with that foot and exhale to stretch the arms up. And inhale, bend. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, bend. So you can keep your hands touching together. I don't know if you can see. Inhale, exhale. Exactly. Now really try to open your elbows a little bit more to the side and lower the shoulders, and then from there you stretch. You don't have to keep the hands completely together. You can let them split. Good. Pushing up, stretching that band. So we're working on the obliques here. Very good. One more time with the arms. Even if they separate, it doesn't matter. Just keep your shoulders in a good alignment. And then we keep the arms bent. The arms are bent, the body stable. If you need more resistance, grab a little bit lower. And we let the foot come up and push the foot into the floor. All the time, pelvis tilting. Big bone to belly button. So we're really opening the hips here. Good. Breathe and relax the face. We have two more. And last one. Pushing down your foot. And now the upper back. If you need more resistance, grab lower. Otherwise, you hold it like this. Really squeeze your belly. Push the belly, the pelvis forward, belly in, ribs in. And then we let the band pull us slowly back and lift. You can inhale into your upper chest to go into this back extension. And exhale to find the length and stretch. Last one. And then go around with the band. Let go of the band. This time we tuck the toes and we sit on the heels one more time. And we can do full circles with the arms now. Up, as far back as we can, around and down. Inhale up, back and around. One more time. We're stretching at the same time our feet. If it's too much, if it's hurting, you can lean slightly forward. If it's not enough, you can lean slightly backwards. And one last circle. Here we stretch left arm forward, right arm back. And imagine somebody pulls your left arm even more forward, but you look to the right hand. And we're going forward and backward in this whole position. So you're twisted in your spine, and both arms are in the line of the mat. Okay, bring both arms forward, and we switch. The other arm is back, and here really stretch so you can twist. The pelvis is aligned forward, just the spine is twisted. We go forward and backward, using the fascia in the body to stretch our feet joints and find space for the lungs and the ribs to realign. If we out of alignment here. Really reach both arms apart. Last one. And turn forward. We go into all fours. This should be a release for the feet. You can relax them for a moment. We're doing a very simple cat and cow. Exhale, tilt your pelvis and round the back. Inhale, stretch. You stretch more the thoracic spine than the lower back or the neck. Exhale, more flexion in the lower back than in the rest of the spine. And inhale, more extension in the thoracic spine. So really lifting the chest. 2 more times. Good. Last one. Okay. We're going on the belly, so you can stretch your legs one after another and go down. Take a band and stretch it in front of you. We will lay down all the way on the mat with the forehead on the ground, and we'll work only on the shoulders. You don't necessarily have to stretch the band. If it helps, do a little bit. So I will keep my head just over the ground so you can hear me. Neutral spine as always. First thing what we're doing is we're lifting the arms up and down. Maybe you go way overhead, maybe you barely lift off the ground. Just be patient with your shoulders and see how your shoulders feel right now. Try to keep the arms straight. And if you need to open the arms wider in the V position, to lift the arms up and down. The head, the neck are relaxed completely on the ground. And you gently lift the stomach off the ground. Yes. Next time, lift the arms just off the ground, not too high. And imagine you're sliding with the arms forward and backward. So your shoulders move towards the ears and away from the ears. So you push the arms forward and push the arms backwards. They stay parallel to the floor. Good. If you keep the arms completely straight, it's going to bring even more movement in the shoulders. And now we will explore another move. Do you remember this move that we're wrapping around the shoulders? So you want to bring the shoulders down to the floor on both sides of the body, and then you maybe look for a second. I will try to show you here. So you're in this position and you bring the shoulders down and around forward in that direction, and then you lift them and you squeeze them. So it's this move. Try it. As if you want to wipe your upper chest with the shoulders. Try to keep the arms again a little bit more straight and really work only with the shoulders. Very good. Just one last time. And then lower the arms all the way down. Push with the forearms into the ground and start lifting in a baby swan. So only the head, neck and upper chest lift in an extension. And then roll down. Again, head, neck and chest up. And down. Last one. We have prepared already the hips, the shoulders. So let's try something. We bend one leg and take the band around that foot. Again, it doesn't matter which leg. Same side hand. So if you have the band on your right foot, right hand is holding both ends. And you can stay on the right elbow if you're on that side. Push the pelvis into the floor. You're in a slight thoracic spine extension, so you lift it. And here you push into the band with your foot and release. You're not lifting the pelvis off the ground, and you try to stay low with your knee. 2 more times. Straight back. No angles. Then find some resistance, so push a little bit with the foot into the band. And now we're lifting the knee off the ground to open the front of the hip and lower down. So you can help to push, to pull with the hand forward and push at the same time backward with the foot and lift slightly off the ground. And this is stretching the whole side of your body, especially your front of the hip. One more time. And now try to lift the arm, so stretch the arm up, and we try to stretch the leg, which is going to lift our upper body higher, but we're more on a diagonal, so you're not straight forward, but you twist slightly to that side, and then release. Try to not lose the band, and again push with the foot into the band to lift the upper chest and release. Last one. And bend the leg, release the foot from the band. We switch directly on the other side. The other foot is in the band. Again, elbow on the ground, the feet are distance apart so the knees are not too far from each other. Belly in, and we're holding the whole upper leg on the ground and just push into the band and release. The arm is not moving. Now only the lower leg is moving, pushing into the band and releasing. If you feel any low back pain here, please pull the belly more in, lower the upper body a little bit, or release the resistance, or don't push too much. So here we're